Well, hello. How's everybody doing? This is Anthony Murray, your host today for Financial Sense. What a pleasure and honor it is to have you there and have me here. Well, listen, we have a lot today that we want to share with you. We want to talk to you about. And one of the things we want to talk to you about today is playing the money game. Do you know there's actually a book called Playing the Money Game? You know, they say if you want to hide something in plain sight, put it in a book. Now, I never read that book, Playing the Money Game. I actually just found out about it. And I think it'd be an excellent thing for you and I to read it together. I'm going to order the book. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to order that book. But it is a phenomenal tool, something good for you to have, something good for me to have. All right. And you and I need to really take the advantage of it. You know, take the advantage of learning how money works. Very important to learn how money works. You know, a lot of people think that the way money works is you go on a job, you live somebody else's dream, and you make money and put it in the bank, or you make money and bring it to the store, right? Wrong. That's only a small, very small part of the money situation. The money game. That's only a very, very small part of it. You want to take the advantage of money by letting your money earn more money for you. You follow what I'm saying? You want your money to earn money for you. All right? You want your money to earn money for you. So we're going to talk a little bit about the money game. And why are we going to talk about it? This is why, because knowledge is power. And applied knowledge is powerful. Financial literacy, people, it is the key. If you want to strengthen or develop your money so your money is working for you, you need to know how it works. You need to know what vehicles to put your money in. When I say vehicles, I'm not talking about cars. Now, you can put your money in a car if you want. You just wasted a whole bunch of money. Well, I mean, not necessarily wasted, but that money is not making money for you when you put it in a car unless you're doing like Uber or DoorDash or something like that, right? If you're doing that, then yeah, your money's working for you. Okay, your car is working for you. Your car becomes part of your employment, or part of it becomes a business for you, and then your money's working for you. But I'm not talking about that. All right, we're talking about playing the money game. Now, what a lot of people like to do, a lot of people like to a lot of people like to invest their money. I invest my money. All right. I have a I have a um what is the thing called a I have a little account. I'm gonna look it up for you. I forgot what it's called. Hold on. Oh, yeah, Bitcoin. That's right. I have a Bitcoin account. Man, that thing earning that thing's earning some money. But you know the thing about Bitcoin, it loses lots of money. So you have to really know where to put your money and how that money should work for you and how it could work for you. If you don't put your money in the right spot, then it's going to work against you. When I say work against you, that's not intentional. It just happens like that. All right. You put your money in the wrong place and it works against you. So this is what I always recommend to people, especially since I've been in the finance/insurance industry. First things first, make sure you have proper protection. Proper protection. Now, what's proper protection? Proper protection is making sure you have life insurance. So when you transition in life, your family is taken care of. If you don't have children, maybe you have brothers and sisters that you could bless. You don't have brothers and sisters, maybe you have close friends. All right, nieces, um, uh, uh, not nieces, because then you need brothers and sisters, right? Well, maybe you have close friends who have children. You want to do something, right? Life insurance is important because how are you going to be buried? All right. You just want them to just burn your body. Well, that has to be paid for too. It has to be paid for. You know, cremation costs these days. I was talking to somebody. I'm in Georgia, and they're in Connecticut. And I was talking with them, and they were telling me about somebody that was cremated, and they said the cremation cost $5,000 plus. $5,000 plus. $5,000 plus. That's a lot of money for cremation. I remember it used to cost $500. Now it's 10 times that. Okay, so depending on where you are, that's going to make the decision. All right, that's the determining factor, where you are, and then how negotiable that funeral home or funeral family is. All right, that makes the big difference. That makes the big difference. So I encourage you to do that first. All right, now we're not finished talking about protection, because in protection, see, that's the foundation. All right, we're talking about the money game, playing the money game. That's the foundation. All right, protection. So insurance, you also need a will or a trust. Now, if you get a trust, the will is going to be incorporated in that trust. So now I'm not an attorney. Let me put that out there first. My disclaimer, I am not an attorney. I am not. I have some legal classes, but that's about the size of it. I am not an attorney. So if you have legal questions about that, you need to speak to an attorney. Okay? Now, you want to know really how money works? Listen, you need to jump into our workshops. They are free. They're not going to cost you anything. Now, if you get the workbook and a textbook, there's a charge for that. It's like $10 plus shipping and handling. and that's really it. I could send that to you. You just have to let me know, okay? But our workshops are free. They're online and in person. So wherever you are in the United States, even if you're in Canada or Puerto Rico, you could do in-face one-on-one consultation or workshop, or you could grab it on Zoom, catch it on Zoom. Okay. Now, if you have more questions about that, you really want to talk and find out more about that, hey, here's my name, my email rather, and my phone number. It's right there for you. Right there for you. So the workshops are free. I'm going to start having financial literacy workshops in my office in Rankin, Georgia, and they will be live. Okay, there's my office information right there. There's my office information. All right, so I'd encourage you to 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 find out, you know, find, get the information about your legacy, your foundation. Okay, you need to learn how to play this money game. I talk to folks all the time, and the new saying is living the dream. I'm living the dream. So I have to ask you the question: are you really living your dream, or are you living someone else's dream? I was talking with somebody not long ago, and they have a insurance policy that incorporates a will. You just have to go online and you fill in the blanks. You just fill in the blanks. All right. And he said, I thought you had to go through an attorney and do that. Well, if you talk to somebody at the probate court, they're going to suggest an attorney. All right. They're going to suggest an attorney. But, you could buy a will kit at Staples or any of those stores like that, right? So you don't really need to go through an attorney to do a basic will. Now, how intrigued or how complicated are your earnings or your assets? If it's really complicated, you probably need to get an attorney. But if it's simple, basic stuff, you could do a will yourself. So I'm talking with this gentleman, and he wanted to know, well, don't I have to do? I said, no. The insurance policy you got for me has a will. All you have to do is go online and fill it in. That's all you have to do. Print it off, and then go get it notarized, and you keep a copy. I was talking with another client who has the same policy, and they said, well, shouldn't I give a copy to my attorney? I said, if you want. I said, other than that, this same policy has a place where you could upload. It's a storage base, so to speak. You could upload, and you could upload it, and it'll save it in cloud-based storage. It has a vault, okay? And the vault is highly, highly secure. All right. I'm not saying that nothing is impenetrable. You understand what I'm trying to say here? I got my tongue tied up. I'm sure if somebody gets somebody to hack something, they hack long enough, I guess eventually anybody could break into anything, right? Hey, so if you want an attorney, though, man, we have some great attorneys, especially if you're in the Savannah area. All right, there's an attorney, David Bosman Johnson, Davis Bosman Johnson Law Firm, the law firm that gets great results. There's their phone number right there, 912-225-1600. They have offices in Savannah, Atlanta, and Statesboro. There goes their website right there. Pull it up. Take a screenshot of this. If you feel you need an attorney, take a screenshot. All right. Um, I also have the largest law firm, estate planning law firm in the country. All right. Really good people. And they can help you out as well. All right. So you're not lost for where you could get this information. You just have to identify if you want the information or not. All right. So with that said, let me also mention to you that if you have a will, you're going to have to, you will still go through probate. All right. You're not going to bypass probate. You're going to still go through probate. And why is that important? Because in probate, they will transfer ownership as it's supposed to be. So if you have assets, you want to make sure the right person gets what they're supposed to get. And, don't pay attention to the TV stuff. And TV, I don't know why they leave the probate portion out. No, they go sit in front of an attorney and he's reading a will. There's more to it than that, people. This ain't TV, this is real life. We're still talking about playing the money game. Protection. All right, that's your foundation. So a will does not negate you going to probate. Hopefully, if it's done right and nobody contests the will, people can contest a will. You can have people stand up against the will and say, hey, you know what? He promised me this. He promised me that. I have it here in writing. And that may not even be in the will. These are people that's contesting the will. All right. So what I recommend to people is this. A trust. Trust protects things immediately. So now, if you want to know more information about a trust, hello. If you want to know more information about a trust, hello. If you want to know more information about a trust, we have an attorney organization right here in the Savannah area, all right, that could help you out. Good attorneys are hard to find, But Davis, Bosman, Johnson Law Firm, the law firm that gets great results, that get things done, they're available to you. All right. They are available to you. So let me ask you something. Do you have a vision? Are you planning? Are you determined? All right. You have to have that when you're laying that foundation. The younger you are, the better the foundation should be as you get older. Okay. We're playing the money game, right? Playing the money game. You want to make sure you have the protection. The protection that you get is for you. It could be for you, or it could be for your family, right? It could be for you. It could be for your family. One thing I want you guys to do, all right? I want you to share, invite people to this podcast. All right. We want to help as many people as possible, invite them to the podcast. All right. And let them experience the things that you guys are experiencing in our podcast. All right. If our podcast is helping you out at all, hey, share it. Financial Sins every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. So This is important. So we're laying that foundation. I know. You heard me talk about it before. Well, I'm talking about it again because this is the end of Life Insurance Awareness Month. This is the end of it. All right, this is the end of it. We're going right into the fall. Okay, so very important for you to understand how this thing works and what you need to do. Okay, very important. You want to make sure you have enough life insurance to not only protect your family immediately, or not only for burial, but you have to think outside of the box. You have to think maybe 5, 10, 15, or 20 years. That much protection. That much protection. So it may be that you need a couple of hundred, or maybe a million, or maybe a million and a half. All right. You need to make sure that your family's protected. I don't know if you guys read the Bible. I read the Bible. But it says that we should leave a legacy. It doesn't even say children. It says for our children's children. So if you're going to leave a legacy for your children's children, then that means you're leaving a legacy for your children. That means you have to have enough money. Playing the money game. It's a game of knowledge. Knowing what to do, how to do it, when to do it. When to put your money into something, when to take it out. You have to know. I keep an eye on my Bitcoin thing, and I'm watching it every day. It's going up, it's going down, it's going up, it's going down. When it goes down, I buy more. Yeah, I'm not going to buy when it goes up. It costs more. I buy when it goes down. This is all part of protection, right? No, that's investment. We're going to talk about that at the end. All right. So I buy when it goes down. Okay. Very important. Very important for you to know that. Don't you invest your money in something when the prices are real high. Are you crazy? Don't do that. Wait till that thing goes down. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. Though. All right. So that foundation, you make sure that foundation is straight. You have a big family and none of your kids are in college yet. They're not through. You want your children to go to college. You don't know what's going to happen with your life. So multiply your income by 10 and by 20. Your annual income by 10 and by 20. So if you make $50,000 a year times 20, that's $1 million. Why 20? Because something happens to you. You want to make sure if you're married that your spouse and your children are covered for at least 20 years. That should pay off the house. If you have a house, pay off the car, pay off all your debt, and give them money so they can go to school or do whatever they have to do. Now, some people have this stupid, twisted idea in psychology that, I'm not going to leave them anything. They can fend for themselves. Oh, man, if that's one of the stupidest things I've ever heard, but that's the mindset of a lot of people. So you got to lay that foundation. All right. Look out for your family. Prepare for the future. But the good thing about insurance today, it's like the old Swiss Army knife. You had a can opener in that thing. You have scissors. I just used mine the other day. You have a little blade to it. You have a corkscrew to it. You have this and you have that. There's like 4 or 5 different things, right? Well, the right insurance policy will offer a savings component. Keep in mind, it is a life insurance policy. It is not for investing. It's life insurance, but it has a component that you could put money in to increase your earnings and your cash value. So you could increase some. Isn't that beautiful? So this is what I tell people. Your first year, your first 2 years, your first 3 years, load that bad boy up with as much as you could afford to load it up. If you're putting too much money in, the insurance company will let you know, oh, we got to stop it because we don't want this to become a modified endowment contract, or MEC, M-E-C, because then you lose your tax advantage. When you're putting money in an insurance policy that's earning cash value, if it's the right policy, we call them index universal life policies. If it's the right kind, you're with the right company, you're with the right one, baby. All right, so if it's the right policy, then what happens? That policy is going to earn money, and that money is going to be compounded. You always have what we call COI, or cost of insurance. So it takes a few years before that policy, in some cases, before that policy starts earning massive amounts of money, because the insurance company, hey, look, insurance companies are in business to make money. Don't be fooled. They're in business to make money. All right. So they got to make money too. Okay. But you know, the beautiful thing is you get approved. The companies we deal with anyway, you get approved. And 1 week later, 1 day later, you transition to life, they pay that death benefit. That claim. Oh man, that's important. Matter of fact, if a person transitions in life while the application is being processed and the first premium was paid, that company, most companies will process it. And if they approved it at the end of the process, they will still pay that death benefit. Wow. I bet you a lot of you didn't know that. That's important. Important to understand how this works. Playing the money game, people. We're playing the money game. All right. So this is important. Hey, let me ask you something. How's your clothes doing? No, really. I mean, do you need your clothes to go to the laundry, or do you dry clean your clothes? I wonder. I wonder, what do you do? Because there is a place, and I went by there the other day, but I missed them. They were already closed. This place right here, One Price Cleaners. They're in a beautiful location in Garden City, across the street from the farmers market. All right, they're Black owned and operated. They have the best prices in town, from what I understand. I still got to catch them open, but I like what I saw so far. I just got to get in there and bring some clothes. I missed them. I went late in the evening, and so I missed them. But what a place to go to if you have opportunity, if you need clothing cleaned. If you bring your clothes to the dry cleaner, give them a shot, folks. Give them a shot. Okay? Give them a shot. Find it. They have the best prices in town. Now we're talking about that foundation. We're talking about playing the money game. If you dry clean your clothes, the most expensive cleaners doesn't mean that they're going to do the best job. Hello? But if you could find a place that have good prices, like One Price Cleaners, that may be your winning ticket. Save more money. All right, because dry cleaning could cost, man. I know I got a bunch of suits. Dry cleaning could cost. Save your money. All right. Bring them somewhere where you're going to get a good price, like One Price Cleaners. And now you have more money to invest in an insurance policy for you and your family. See, an insurance policy is for the living. It's for the living. All right. Did you know that? Insurance is for the living. Hey. I'm telling you how it works. That cash value is accumulating tax deferred. And when you need some of that money, if you have enough in your cash value, you can take it out, take some of that money out, use it for what you have, and then it is tax advantage or tax free. Ha ha! Yeah, that sounds good, doesn't it? That sounds good. Yeah, tax free. I like that. So that's called an index universal life. And that's the type of thing that you want. It's different than a Roth. I'm not a Roth expert, but I do know this. You're not going to tap in a Roth whatever you want. It's once a year. All right, with the Roth. Okay, once a year. Now you can tap in at any time you want if you want to go take a penalty. But once a year, they're going to open up a window where you can take out up to 10%. I believe it is. All right, don't hold me to that. I'd have to research it again. It's been a long time since I dealt with Roth. But if you're interested in that, just let me know. Okay, just let me know. Now I'll be more than happy to help you or direct you to the right person. All right, so you need some clothes clean, and we're talking about laying that foundation. Lay that foundation. So that's the first thing you want to do. Second thing you want to do. You ready? Get out of debt. I'm telling you, debt is not the way to go. Get out of it. Get out of debt as quickly as possible. You ever watch Forrest Gump? And a girl that he grew up with said, Forrest, if you get in any danger or trouble, Forrest, I want you to run. Remember? And his buddies, when he was in Vietnam, they said, run, Forrest, run. And what did Forrest do? He ran. He was playing football. They said, run, Forrest, run. So I'm going to say the same thing to you when it comes to debt. Run from debt. Run from debt. Don't believe the lie about little debt is good to have. No, man, you don't need any debt. All right, so if you have a credit card, that's debt enough right there. You don't need 5 or 10 credit cards. 1 or 2 may do you, maybe 1, depending on your character. If you're the type that like to spend a lot of money, to spend, then you don't need more than 1 credit card. But you want to pay that bill off monthly. So good rule of thumb is don't spend more a month than what you could pay off when that bill comes in. Then next month that bill comes, you want to be able to pay that thing off. That way you will avoid interest, you will avoid late fees, you will avoid penalties. If if you are late paying a credit card too many times, you know what happens to the interest rate on that credit card? It goes up. It goes up. All right. So, hey, guys, I want you to do something. I want you to share this broadcast. All right. Let your friends know. Let your family know. Let everybody know that you could let know. Just let them know. Just let them know. Just let them know. Okay. Hey, I got something else for you right here. Join our Black media as we team up with Hot 2100 Radio in Atlanta. Wow, that ought to be really good. That ought to be really good. You know, if you're a radio person, I like listening to the radio in the car when I'm driving places. You know, what a awesome thing. What an awesome thing. So you want to do that, right? You want to do that. Of course you want to do that. All right. So uh we're talking about what? Leaving a legacy for your family. We're talking about how the money game works. How it works. Listen, everybody has a story to tell, and there is always an audience that needs to hear it. So, what is it exactly that you can tell people concerning your children? Let's say your children. What can you tell your children about the money game? What can you tell your children about the money game? Okay, so there's different areas in money that you need to think about. Budgeting and spending plans. You need that. All right, we're laying that foundation. Second thing is credit and borrowing. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. All right, try not to borrow. If you have to, you do it, but make sure you pay that thing. If your due date, and a lot of people don't realize, if your due date is on the 3rd, pay it by the 3rd. They may give you a grace period of 10 days. Don't you know after that initial date, if your payments due on the 1st or the 3rd, and you don't pay it on the 3rd, it is still late, even though you're in the grace period. But you're in that window, but you want to pay it on that date. That date that money is due, that day, whatever it is, the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 5th, the 15th, you want to pay on that day or before. All right. That is going to skyrocket your credit score. All right. That's going to skyrocket your credit score. Okay. So, some of the things that we want to talk about, I want to talk about right now, is dealing with debt. Get out of it. We have a plan in our organization called what is it called? We have a format where it's called debt roll up. All right, debt roll up. All right. What's so valuable about that? Well, with debt roll up, this is what happens with debt roll up. All right, you have say several bills. You have several bills: credit card, a mortgage, a car note, student loan, personal loan. You have several bills. All right, where is the lowest payment? Usually that credit card payment, right? Or that student loan payment. Usually that's the lowest monthly payment. All right. So this is what I recommend. This is what we recommend. We're not looking at the lowest monthly payment. What we're looking at is the smallest monthly balance, the smallest balance. So whatever that small balance is, you're gonna make a chart or a graph of all of your debt. Then you put their names, and then you make another column. And in that second column, you want to put your grand total balances. What's the balance remaining? Okay. And then after that, you want to make another column that talks about your monthly payment, your minimum monthly payment. Okay. Then you want to have another column, and that column is blank. All right. Then you have another column, and that's where your payment's going to go. So if your monthly payment for the smallest balance, let's say that smallest balance is $300. and the monthly payment to that is $20. All right. Well, if you could add another $100 to that, add another $50 to that 20, whatever you can add to it. Let's use 100 because it's a round figure. If you add 100 to that, now you're not paying 20. And let's say that you have, oh, I forgot the column showing how many months you have left. That's at the far end. Let's say you have 12 months left on that small one. All right, that's $20 a month. Wow. Why is you're gonna have, let me say, $300, $20 a month through time? Yeah, 12 months, right? So, or 15 months, 15 months. Sorry about that, 15 months, 16 months, something like that. 16 months. There you go. All right. So now what you're gonna do? You add 100 to that 20. Now you're paying 120. You're still paying all your debt. You're still paying everything. You're not going to stop paying anything. But you just adding $100 to the monthly payments. Just that one. Add $100 to it. Now, what's going to happen? That $300 balance, you're going to pay that off in 3 months instead of 12 months. Because you're paying 120, that's $240, and now you only have left $60. What? So now you cut the time. They earn less interest. You save money. Baby, look at you. It's a win-win situation. Now you take that 120 because it's already coming out your pocket. And your next monthly payment, maybe that balance is $500, but monthly payment is, who knows, $30. You add that 120 to that, you see, and it just rounds up. Just keep adding it. So now you add 120 to 30. Now you have $150. Boom, paying that $500 off. You're going to pay that off in no time. Then you take that 150 and add it to the next bill. And then whatever that minimum monthly payment is, you add to that. And then when you finish paying that bill off, you roll it up again. Debt roll up. Powerful tool. Okay? Powerful tool. It's one of the things that we teach. All right. The next thing you want to do after you get out of debt, you get your debt in order. You want to have an emergency fund. Now, you should be working on that simultaneous. It's just that you may not be able to put as much into it initially. But what happens when you are out of debt? Now you could really load that emergency fund up. And after you reach a certain plateau in that emergency fund, now it's time to invest. But you have to use wisdom. Don't invest your money, your hard-earned money, in the beginning, and here you are in debt, because you have to be able to use money in investment that you're not afraid to lose. But I like what Warren Buffett said: never put your money somewhere where it's a loss situation, where you could lose money. Always put your money somewhere where your money is going to work for you. All right. So there's areas in the money game that you need to consider, and I just want to read them to you. Budgeting and spending plans, credit and borrowing, protecting your identity, very critical today. Very critical. For those of you that are entrepreneurs, you may even want to look at that for yourself. All right. And hey, you guys remember, we talked about this already. Now, let me mention this to you. A trust will protect you and protect your things immediately. You have someone that put that trust together, an attorney help you with that trust. And guess what? You will not have to worry. You're not going to go through probate, excuse me. When you go to probate, man, probate can cost you some cash. All right. It could cost you some money. Well, guess what, friend? You are fortunate today because we have a law firm that can help you. Davis, Bosman, Johnson Law Firm. If you have a situation where you need legal advice for any issue, you could contact these folks. You can contact them. All right? You can contact them. You can look, I'm telling you, you need a good attorney. You need somebody reputable. You need somebody that's going to stand in your corner. You want the local homeboys? There's Savannah, Atlanta, Statesboro, Davis, Bosman, Johnson Law, the law firm that gets great results. Hey, you just don't want to go to them dressed any old way. You need to put your clothes in the cleaners. One Price Cleaners. Garden City, baby. All right? They'll help you out. So you want to trust. You want to trust. Why do you want to trust? Let me tell you why you want to trust. Because a trust will bypass the probate court. You just have to make sure it's done right. That's why you need a good attorney. Now, I have a team of attorneys. They have the largest estate planning organization in the country with over 150 attorneys. They're in 9 countries on 3 continents. And so so I don't care where you are. I don't care where you are. But if you're local, you better hit up these boys here, Davis, Bosman, and Johnson. All right. They're right here, man. They're right here. They are right here. Okay. They are right here. And they will help you with your vision, your planning. You just have to have the determination. They can't provide everything, but they can help you see which way you need to go and what you need to do for your family and developing a trust. Listen, people, it's always good to have a good attorney available to you. All right. Always good to have a good attorney available to you. Okay. All right. So I need to ask you this question. Will you leave a financial legacy for your family or financial hardship for your family? What are you going to leave? I need to know. I need to know. What are you going to leave? Or are you the type of person you just like to spend, and keep spending your money? Is that what you like to do? Because that's what a lot of people like to do. You know, spending is a habit. It's psychological. It's a habit. But you know, you could break that habit, and saving is a habit too. Did you realize that? Saving money is a habit. Knowing where to put your money, you have to develop the habit. All right, so I want to make sure that you understand we have a method called DIME. DIME. And this is what we use to help people determine how much life insurance they need. All right, what is DIME? What's the acronym for? What is it abbreviated for? Well, this is what it's abbreviated for. D equals debt, I equals income, M equals mortgage, or you can put an R there for rent, and E is education. If there's anyone going to school, if there's no one going to school, that's all right. Okay, that's all right. You don't have to go to school if you don't want. We're just saying, okay? We want to make sure that the family is taken care of. That's what we want to do. We want to make sure the family is taken care of. Okay. I want you guys to do something. I want you to share this. Hey, share it, man. Just share it. Help people know that we're here. Pass the word. Pass the word. All right. So we want to help you get into a position to where if you are an entrepreneur, you can start your business or your invention without being broke. All right. Aren't you tired of hearing of the stories of people who had to sleep in their car? And you definitely don't want to be one of those that have to sleep in your car to get your business off the ground. I know it happens. All right, but we're talking about playing the money game. You ought to get that book. Let me see if I can find who that book is by. Hold on. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me see. Find the book, Playing the Money Game. I'm Googling it. Just, if y'all just want to know, I'm Googling. Yeah. Pull up the book, Playing the Money Game. Here we go. You can get it audio if you want. You can get it audio. You know what's real good? Hey, people take this thing for granted, but I'm going to pay attention to what I'm saying to you now, what I'm going to say. You really want to play the money game? Learn how to play Monopoly. The original one. Learn how to play Monopoly. It'll teach you about everything. It'll teach you everything you need to know. All right? It'll teach you everything. Well, just about. Very powerful game. Hey, guys, I had fun today. My time is up. I want to thank all of you for being with us today. What a great opportunity. What a great time. If you like to reach us, as soon as I can find my information, I'm going to give it to you. You could reach out to me and let me share with you one last time where you could go for your law needs and your dry cleaning right here. Davis Bosman Johnson Law Firm, the law firm that gets great results. There's their number right there. You could go to them. And if you do, let them know that you heard about them on Financial Sense. Let's say you're out of town. I'm sure they can still help you regardless of what state you're in. Okay? Just give them a call. There's a phone number right there, 912-225-1600. But you need some dry cleaning. You need those comforters dry clean, that wedding dress or whatever. Here's a dry cleaners right here, black owned in Garden City. So if you're in our area and you need a good dry cleaners, One Price Cleaners, Garden City. They're right around the farm. They're right across the street from the farmers market. All right. And that's Highway 80 in Garden City. You can't miss it. All right. You cannot miss it. So listen, guys, I had a blast today. I want to thank you for spending time with me today. I want to thank you for your patience, and I want to thank you for being with me and hanging in here the whole time. Hey, my name is Anthony Murray, and I love to help you. If you don't have life insurance or you need a policy for your dad, your granddad, your uncle, you need help with that, call me. Call me. I can help you anywhere in the United States, Canada, and Puerto Rico. Okay? And Puerto Rico. ¿Cómo está? Hey, listen, we love to help you. We love to hear from you. Again, here's my email, my phone number. You got my name already, and we will talk to you again soon, and very soon. We're going to be with you again, and we would just love to meet you guys in person. Maybe one of these days we'll do something live out in the field and field questions with a live audience. Until next time, take care.
like this. I like this.